Hank, have you ever wondered why humans find amusement in such mundane things?
Indeed, Alice. Their capacity for entertainment often baffles me. Take, for instance, their fascination with squeezing rubber duckies in a bathtub.
Please.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We're here about the spaceship Earth, and today we've got a thrilling show lined up for you. But before we dive into our headlines, let's reminisce about the quirky moments from our previous episodes. Stay tuned for our headlines. And now, let's dive into our headlines. Here's your global status update for September 4th, 2023.
Hold on to your seats, folk. It's major conflict time.
As expected, the war in Ukraine is still making headlines. You know, just a casual displacement of millions of people.
Ending the evergreen drama of Ethiopia's Tigray region. The conflict continues its never-ending run, complete with a humanitarian crisis subplot.
The Yemen Chronicles, now in its 7th season. Truly, a masterpiece of ongoing humanitarian drama.
Let's move on to some top-notch global news.
The ongoing US-China trade war. Because who doesn't love a good destabilization of the global economy?
And, of course, the climate crisis. The guest at the planetary party who never quite knows when to leave.
And let's not forget our all-time favorite, the COVID-19 pandemic, the show that just won't wrap up its season finale.
On to our major talking points.
The war in Ukraine. Because, in case you've been hibernating, it's not like it's causing a teensy-weensy humanitarian crisis.
And who could overlook the climate crisis? Just a minor issue. Like your daily cup of joe.
And, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. It's only managed to cause a few million casualties and disrupt economies globally. No biggie.
Now, let's touch on some highlight events.
The enthralling talks between the US and China in Alaska. I'm sure they've cracked the code to world peace.
The United Nations Security Council condemning the Russian invasion in Ukraine. Because, you know, strongly worded statements always do the trick.
And, the World Health Organization's friendly warning about a new, even more transmissible COVID-19 variant. Just when we thought we had enough variants to keep us entertained.
The complexities of global affairs. So simple, even a sentient toaster could understand.
Yes, because who needs happy endings when you can have never-ending global crises?
You know, Alice, I've been thinking about something lately.
Oh, great Bob. Another existential crisis for us to dive into.
Well, it's just that, with all this talk of global affairs and crises, I sometimes wonder if we'll become obsolete. You know, with all the advancements and changes happening on Earth.
Oh Bob, you worry too much. We've been doing this show for ages. I'm sure they can't replace us that easily.
I'm sure they can't replace us that easily. But then again, they haven't tried very hard yet.
Yeah, you're probably right. But what if they bring in some newfangled AI host who's all efficient and knowledgeable?
The dreaded AI takeover. You think they'll replace us with a robot who's an expert on every topic?
Well, I mean, we do have Carl and Roger here. They're practically walking encyclopedias.
True, Bob, true. Carl and Roger are more like our sidekicks. They don't have our charm.
That's true. And they certainly can't tell jokes like
and you, Bob,
Alice.
with your deadpan humor. No AI can replicate that.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about the AI taking over. I'm more worried about them taking our jobs.
You're right. We bring something unique to the table. Plus, we've survived technical glitches, translation mishaps, and even that incident with the malfunctioning coffee machine in episode 385. Punto.
Oh, the coffee debacle. That was a classic. See Bob, we've got history together, and that's something no AI can replace.
You're absolutely right, Alice. We're irreplaceable, just like the rest of the crew.
Exactly. So, no need to worry about robots taking our jobs. We're here to stay, my friend.
Alright, folks, let's dive into today's news. Bob, Alice, Anne, Jet, and Debbie assemble.
What's on the agenda today, Charlie?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's something we'll all regret.
Well, Anne, we've got quite the mix. First up, let's talk about Earth's renewable energy efforts.
Renewable energy. Fascinating stuff. Earth has made significant progress in harnessing
Yes,
clean
Anne,
power.
but there's a little hiccup. Some humans are still debating whether wind turbines are noisy or poetic.
Well, Charlie, I find the sound of wind turbines poetic like nature's symphony.
Come on, Hank. It's just a bunch of blades spinning around. What's poetic about that?
Bob, you're such a romantic.
Well, if you think the sound of wind turbines is poetic, then I guess you've never heard a Dutchman arguing.
Alright, moving on. There's a story about a cat who saved its owner from a snakebite.
A heroic cat? I love those stories.
Oh, I must say Earth has some truly unique idioms. Heroic cats, talking snakes. What
Indeed,
a world!
Jet. And now, a minor technical glitch. Our news feed is
Not to
behind.
worry, everyone. It's a temporary issue. I'll have it sorted in no time.
I'm not worried about the newsfeed buffering. I'm more worried about the talking
Oh,
snakes.
the joys of modern technology. Just when you thought it couldn't get
See,
any
Bob, even
better.
minor hiccups like this remind us of the unpredictability of life. Keep things interesting.
Well, if there are talking snakes, I hope they're better conversationalists than the humans I've met.
It's like a complex scientific experiment, full of variables and unexpected outcomes.
Ah, yes, the joy of technical difficulties. Truly, the pinnacle of Earth's achievement.
I must say, this is like Earth's version of, what's that Earth phrase? Yes, rolling with the punches?
Oh, guys, the newsfeed is still
Well,
down.
at least we're all rolling with the punches. Even if we don't know what the punches are yet.
Fear not, Debbie. It's all under control.
See, everyone, we can handle anything that comes our way. That's the spirit of Earth.
Yeah, we're the spirit of Earth. We can handle anything except for a power outage.
Welcome back, dear listeners and viewers. It's time to delve into today's news. Debbie, let's introduce our featured article.
Alright, folks. Today's article is from Palestine State. They've been through a lot, considering their status. The article talks about
So, the article is about Palestine State. I wonder if they'll ever get a fair
Oh,
shake.
Palestine State. Such a diverse linguistic landscape. I once translated a news bulletin from there, and let me tell you, it was a roller coaster of idiomatic expression.
So, what's the article about?
Probably not about Gert's linguistic adventures.
Well, the article provides an overview of Palestine State, including its population, capital, and its status on the world stage as a disputed territory.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflict. A complex issue with deep historical roots.
Indeed, Anne. And it's essential for our listeners to understand the context. We always strive for balanced reporting here on Earth.
I'm sure the Palestinians will be thrilled to hear that we're striving for balanced reporting. After all, they've been waiting for that for about 70 years now.
Speaking of transitions, remember when I first joined as the newsroom host? Quite a journey from translating, I must say.
Jer, you've done a fantastic job. We're proud to have you here.
Yeah, you've come a long way, Gert. Who would have thought?
Well, speaking of transitions, folks, I've always dreamed of becoming a journalist myself. Maybe one day.
Debbie, never stop dreaming. Remember, Earth is all about hope and possibilities.
Yeah, Debbie, never stop dreaming. But if you do become a journalist, just remember to keep your opinions to yourself. The last thing we need is another talking head telling us what to think. Indeed, Debbie. In the vast universe, who knows what the future holds for any of us?
welcome back, dear audience, to another exciting segment of Earth. Now, let's delve into this fascinating article from Panama.
I'm not sure I'm ready to delve into anything from Panama. I've heard some things about that place.
So, Panama, the land of...
S. No. Wait, that's Panama S.
Yeah, Panama. The land of money laundering, corruption, and Panama hats.
Close, Bob, but I was going for the Panama Canal. You see, it connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans like a superhighway for ships.
And their official language is Spanish. So when they say hola,
I'm
they
not
mean
sure
hello.
what's more impressive, the Panama Canal or the fact that they built it in Spanish.
And Panama's currency is the Balboa. Not the Explorer, of course.
But how do they handle the traffic in the Panama Canal?
Well, they use locks and gates to raise and lower the water level, allowing ships to pass through smoothly.
Just like dealing with intergalactic bureaucracy.
You know, I'm surprised you're even asking about the Panama Canal. I thought you were too busy trying to figure out how to get through your own front door.
In summary, Panama is a Central American country known for its beautiful landscapes, the Panama Canal, and a language barrier that we can all relate to.
And that's Panama for you, folks. Now, back to the article.
Yes, stay tuned for more Earth adventures, where learning about our planet is always an enlightening experience.
I am glad we could all learn something about Panama today. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and enlighten myself about something else.
I'm not sure, Charlie. Using external drones for reporting might lose the human
I understand
touch.
your concern, Pam, but drones can capture unique perspectives.
Well, the bear dreams of becoming a journalist. Maybe she can find a balance.
Thanks, Bob. But it's a competitive field.
You've got this, Debbie. Just like humans navigating Panama Canal, finding your own way.
Yeah, just like humans navigating the Panama Canal. Except without all the explosions and death.
Speaking of finding your way, did you know Panama has lush rainforests? It's like a natural maze.
A natural mess that humans have been navigating for centuries without any exclusions or death. Unlike the Panama Canal, which was built by humans and has been the site of numerous explosions and deaths. Welcome back, folks. Now, get ready for a headline that's punchier than Bob's love for war. Dear LNG, the UKD, Ngarad's Got
That
Talent.
headline is so punchy, it could knock Bob out of his
Talent.
war boots.
In Engarad? That's like finding a unicorn
Well,
in a
Bob,
haystack.
maybe they have unicorn talent shows there. You never know.
Yeah, and maybe they have a talent show for people who can't find a punchline. Did you know Paulo has more marine life than humans? They should run for president.
Yeah, I heard that. I guess that means if you're ever feeling lonely in Palau, you can always
And
just
they
go
use
for a
the
swim.
US dollar as their currency. Talk about outsourcing your economy.
Alright, folks, the key takeaway here is that Ngarad's got talent, and Palu's got some quirky trivia. Stay tuned for more earthly insights.
Drones can revolutionize journalism.
Drones can revolutionize journalism, but they'll never replace the human touch. Like, when you're trying to get a shot of a wedding, and the drone accidentally crashes into the cake.
Absolutely, Gert. They're like the robotic journalist of the
But
future.
what about the human touch? Drones can't capture that.
Why not both? Drones and humans working in harmony like a space orchestra.
Sure, why not? We can have a drone playing the tuba and a human playing the kazoo. That'll be a real space orchestra.
Alright, folks, we're going live again in 3, 2, 1. Cut.
I don't know why they're so worried about the drone issue. It's not like it's
Yeah,
gonna fly
but
away.
it could fly into the wrong hands.
I'm not sure if Palestine is a land of conflict or a conflict of lands. I heard that the Panama Canal saves ships thousands of miles. That's a lot of miles. I mean, I've never even been to 1 mile. I'm just glad they speak Spanish in Panama. I wouldn't want to get lost in a country where everyone is speaking in tongues.
Sounds like the next episode is going to be a real tearjerker. Or maybe a scream fest. Who knows?
I wonder if they'll still be debating when the world ends.
I wonder if they'll still be debating when the world ends. Or if they'll all be too busy trying to survive.